Father's Day, a time meant to celebrate patience, family, and love. But on this day, patience was lost, and love became something unrecognizable. In Chicago, one family's life was shattered not by strangers, but by someone who was supposed to protect them. This is the story of 24-year-old Shonta Harris, her mother Francis Neal, and her sister Jasmine Neal. 3 generations of women gone because one man could not handle the word no. This story is not about drama or gossip. It's about control, pride, and the moment love turned into tragedy.
Don't wait for it to happen to you and you gotta stand before these cameras and ask for the same help that you refuse to give. Please give us a little peace.
The issue with gun violence that we don't talk about, I don't think, as frequently as we should, is the proliferation of guns. We look at the homicide rate.
Shonta had been dating John Matthews, 25, for 2 years. They had a 4-month-old son together. On the outside, their lives looked happy. Photos showed them smiling, cooking out, celebrating Father's Day. But inside their relationship, things were breaking. Control and anger had replaced love. Even John's grandmother had seen it. She told police later that he had disabled her phone more than 28 times so she couldn't call for help when he got violent. Then came the morning after Father's Day, June 22, 2020. Shonta was at John's home on Southwood Street in Auburn, Gresham. They'd spent the night there with their baby. Neighbors remember hearing laughter the night before, the smell of grilled food, the sound of music. But by morning, that calm had vanished. John asked Shonta to cook breakfast. She said no, she wasn't feeling well. He asked her to braid his hair. She said no again. That was enough to set him off. He came up behind her and struck her. His grandmother tried to step in, pulling Shonta outside to calm things down. But John followed, still shouting. When Shonta tried to call her mother, he grabbed her phone and smashed it. His grandmother handed her another phone, telling her to call for help. A few minutes later, Francis Neal and Jasmine Neal arrived. Francis saw the bruise on her daughter's face and asked John, "Why did you hit her?" Prosecutors later quoted John's reply word for word. "She didn't do anything I asked. I hate her." He ordered everyone to leave his property, but Shonta's baby was still inside. When she tried to go back for her child, he blocked her. That's when Jasmine dialed 911, and within seconds everything changed. Without warning, John Matthews pulled out a gun. He pointed it at Francis Neal and opened fire. Shonta tried to shield herself, but one bullet caught her in the chest. Jasmine ran toward the street, terrified. John chased her. One more shot, and silence. When police arrived, Francis and Jasmine were gone. Shonta was still alive. Barely. She was rushed to Advocate Christ Medical Center. Doctors said the damage was massive. Bullet fragments near her spine, broken ribs, collapsed lungs. She would never walk again, but she survived. She fought for weeks in the hospital, paralyzed but alive, determined to hold on for her son. Meanwhile, John Matthews disappeared. He was gone before officers reached the scene. For 4 months, he was nowhere to be found. Police tracked leads across the Midwest. Then, on August 3, 2020, everything broke. Officers in Burlington, Iowa responded to a car crash. The driver had given a fake name, but fingerprints don't lie. It was John Matthews. He was extradited back to Chicago, charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. For a brief moment, the city felt a wave of relief. Justice, it seemed, was catching up. But on September 5th, that relief turned to grief again. While being treated in a nursing facility, Shonta Harris passed away from her injuries. She had survived the attack, but her body could not recover. 3 women, a mother, a daughter, a sister, all gone. In court, John Matthews showed almost no emotion. Judge Charles Beach denied him bail. Prosecutors said this wasn't an accident, it was a pattern of control that ended in tragedy. Then came another revelation that left even seasoned reporters speechless. John's own father had once been charged with killing his wife. The apple hadn't fallen far from the tree. Generations repeating violence instead of learning from it. Local news called it a haunting reflection of cycles left unbroken. One prosecutor said, if you see controlling behavior early, intervene. Don't wait until it's too late. Another added, what makes a father if not patience? That single line echoed through Chicago. Because patience, the kind that nurtures, protects, and forgives, could have saved this family. Community members gathered at a small vigil on South Wood Street. Candles flickered on the sidewalk. Neighbors left flowers, teddy bears, and handwritten notes. One card read, "Rest in peace, Queen. We'll never forget you." To this day, people still stop by that house on Father's Day. Not to celebrate, but to remember. To remember a mother, a sister, and a daughter who wanted nothing more than peace. You or someone you know is in danger or living in fear, please reach out. Help is available 24 hours a day at the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Call 1-800-799-7233. You are not alone. And if you believe these stories must continue to be told, if you believe voices like Shonta should never be forgotten, please like, share, and subscribe to Crime Court TV. Together, we shine a light on the truth and honor those who cannot speak for themselves.